guest company is a leader in the development of consumer mobile health apps and cloud-based analytics platforms. And it might sound complicated to a lot of us, but she's going to explain it. And it's been many years since we've had her on the show developing cool things. So now we're going to have a chance to talk once again with the president and CEO of Humetrix, Dr. Bettina Experton. Dr. Bettina, welcome back into Tomorrow. How are you?
Very good. Lovely to see you back.
Yes. Nice to see you. Yeah. And I have to tell you that I am so impressed. I think it was 2014 you were with us last.
This is correct.
And look what she carries with her all the time. Those of you on the radio listening, be sure and come look at the video at intotomorrow.com. But it's one of our Into Tomorrow screen cleaners with my cartoon face. You know, I tell people that it's not really a cartoon, it's a real picture.
But it puts a smile on my face every time I look at it.
Oh, you're too sweet. You're too sweet. Thank you. So tell me a little bit about WhatMeds is a mobile wallet enabled for. I mean, there's some things that you guys are doing that is really different.
So Humetrix has been a pioneer in putting in hands of anyone their more critical health information on their mobile phone. And it's more and more a requisite. You cannot navigate a complex healthcare system without having your medical history and specifically the list of the medication you take. Otherwise, you could suffer injury. In fact, every year in America, 1.3 million Americans have an injury because of a medication error.
Oh.
Because when comes the first question a nurse asks you in a clinic or in the emergency room, what medication do you take? It's not so easy to answer that question, especially if you take more than one.
Yeah, I can relate, unfortunately. And I typically, if I go to visit a new doctor, for example, for some other ailment, I have taken to having a list that I print out and keep updated. And I walk in and the doctor's offices always say the same thing. My gosh, this is great. I wish all of our patients did that. Yes. Well, I don't have to do it in analog fashion. You can do it for me, right?
Now you can do it in an analog fashion, and it will be on your phone in your mobile wallet. Not only just one type, and you see all your list of medications.
Right.
The one which have been prescribed by a doctor, you went to pick up at the pharmacy, or you want the over-the-counter medication you might have taken in the pharmacy as well. But your doctor, any doctor, will need to know all those medications you take. And so, indeed, in fact, most Americans take more than one medication every day. In fact, 80% take at least one medication every day.
Wow.
And when you are over the age of 50, which is my case,
me too.
You too?
We're in the family.
Right, we're in the family. So on average, Americans over the age of 50 take 4 medication every day. And when you get older, over age 65, 20% of individuals take 10 or more medication every day.
Wow.
So coming with your printed list of medication
is a
great start.
Yes.
But most people do not have that. So now, with a new app we have developed, which we call WhatMeds.
Okay. So what meds are you taking?
Yeah. Exactly, WhatMeds. And here your list of medication will be there. If you're on Medicare and you have prescription drug coverage, which is about 80% of people in Medicare, but 50 million Americans, then you can get that list of medication you went to pick up in the pharmacy prescribed by a doctor. Just one tap. You log into your own Medicare account. The medication comes to your phone. We at Humetrix don't see any of your personal health information come directly to your phone. And then
HIPAA requirements are met, and not a problem.
Yes, and you're in control. It's your own data. It's your own information. It's on your phone.
Yeah.
And then when it comes to sharing this, so besides telling the nurse with specificity, I don't take this pink pill or this blue pill, but yes, here it is. The app generates a QR code, and that QR code then can be put into the mobile wallet of your phone, so that when you want to share it, you just
open the wallet,
pick the card, your WhatMeds card, show that card with a QR code, and then the doctor, the nurse, the pharmacist will scan that QR code, and then to make sure no one else will scan that QR code, you decide the system or the WhatMeds system automatically generate a text, and so you, as a receiver of the information, you are the, let's say, your nurse in the clinic. You will put down your name and where you work. Then me, as the owner of WhatMeds and my list of meds, I will get a text back, and I will say, yes, I'm okay to share it to Dave. And then you will view that list of medication for the time I want you to view it, which can be forever or 3 minutes.
Or you can limit it and so forth.
Exactly.
So that's very handy. So the caregivers also have easy access, if you choose to let them,
Absolutely.
to all of your information. And if they're your caregiver, you certainly should include them.
Yes.
Right?
So a caregiver can make use of this app. In fact, I am the caregiver for my mom. My dad passed away, but I could have more than one account, one profile on this app for my aged parents, for my kids, and so forth, and be in a position of having this peace of mind that this complex information, which is the name of those medication in their details, is with me at all times.
Is there a cost for WhatMeds for the app?
WhatMeds is going to be free.
Okay.
Available, and it's going to be released on Samsung phone. We are using the Samsung mobile wallet, and so WhatMeds is going to be the first mobile health application. It has been approved by Medicare already, and right now you could make use of it in some part of the world, and then the wallet will be enabling us to do that in just a few weeks. So
if you're
should
like
be
me
available
with a Samsung phone,
with
I can use WhatMeds right away.
You could use with a Samsung phone WhatMeds in your mobile wallet. If you don't have a Samsung phone, you can still use it, but you will not have the mobile wallet function.
Got you. Exactly.
Yes.
So if you're on an iPhone, will that work yet on
the
iPhone?
iPhone may come later, but it's essentially today for Android phone users, preferably Samsung phone user, which will give you the mobile wallet function for its full functionality. And you have more Android phone user out there, so we can still address a very, very large population.
Terrific. Well, you're always a delight to talk to, and we should wait not so long next time, because I'm sure you're coming out with more and more things that are helping more people.
Well, the next, in fact, the next app coming down the road, which will be an extension of WhatMeds, will be the WhatMeds with the emergency information you need anywhere in the world, and we can do that for 75 countries. So we have a platform we can translate in real time your medication list, your vaccination, your medical condition in different language for 75 countries. So
Excellent.
That's what's coming next.
Well, you can check out their website too at Humetrix.com, Humetrix.com. And of course, we'll get you there too when you visit us at intotomorrow.com. Thanks so much for joining us again, and let's stay in touch. You keep doing very cool things. We want to make sure that our audience is aware.
I appreciate that. Thank you very much, Dave.
My pleasure. I am Dave Graveline. We're back with more here at this particular event. It's the Showstoppers press event after hours, where us media folks are invited to come and talk to some really cool exhibitors like Bettina and many others. So stay tuned. There's much more to come here on the Advanced Media Network.